Mission brief. Okay. A NATO team, or a, yeah, let's say NATO. A NATO team have crash landed in the Takistan mountains. They were en route to be delivering supplies, and despite their best efforts, they've been trying to contact command for a few days. They've been stranded here. They've been making use of the equipment they had available and created a small temporary camp right here that you can see. There's various IDAP supplies on board the plane that they've been cannibalizing and using here at the base. But they've decided they need to make a move. They finally made actually some contact with their command element, and they've now been given a mission and an extraction point that they've got to get to. So let's actually just get a nice little look right here. Hashtag YouTube thumbnail. Right, the guys are leaving the crash site. They're on their way to their mission, heading out across the desert. So after many, I tried to narrative this one up, you know, many days in the desert, they decided that they got to make a way. They made contact with their command element. They have an extraction point. They're searching for a enemy insurgent commander, and all they know is that he tends to wear a lot of black clothing, so it's going to be their way of denoting which guy it is. Search through these towns, hopefully requisition some vehicles along the way. Can you do another one of those attrition operations again? As I say, today will be a little bit of an attrition operation, essentially. So basically, the way this is going to work is that any of these guys who gets killed will switch to Op4 and be able to support the opposing force. But the opposing force today, because we're only playing with about 12 guys, will be capped at 4. So a third of their force can go on the PvP side of things. But any of the guys who die after that, it's not so much a one-life mission as it was before. Today, if any of the other guys die, they will be able to spawn in as Blue 4. I will try to go over and remind the guys of that. I'm just going to teleport myself over here so I can get in a position to listen in on radio comms. I might as well just... I mean, the music's not too loud, guys, is it? It's all about right. I'm just going to get on this. Squad leader CLT.
Go for squad lead.
Just a reminder for you again, the first 4 guys who get outright killed can switch to Op4. Anybody after that point will come back in as Blue. There is a respawn. There's a Delta respawn to the northeast. So anybody that comes back in can spawn in on that Delta respawn as Blue. Copy that?
Roger that.
Volumes are great, LT. That's great. How are you guys doing today? Welcome. Hope you're all doing very well. Thanks for the 150 views on a Wednesday stream, guys. Thank you very much indeed. Smashing it out of the gate in the first few minutes. LT, what does your Arma career look like? What came before has led you to running BSO? So in the very early days, it was like a Hoy world. Like basically during the beta, I was with a Hoy world, and I didn't really Zeus then because Zeus wasn't a thing then. So just not used to play a lot of Invade and Annex, just literally all the time. I used to enjoy transport piloting a lot as well. So let's just get another little overview of the crash site. Crashed AC-130 model is really nice. Looks even better as well. Now we've got some of these like IDAP gear and stuff like this. Looks fantastic. We just had like some of the stockpiles and things like this. So I used to play a lot of Invade and Annex, and I used to enjoy doing a lot of transport piloting. Like I would often come in on a Saturday. I come in on a Saturday, get my air traffic control radio on YouTube in the background, and literally just play transport piloting backwards and forwards for the entire day, which was really fun. And then after a while, when Zeus came in, I'd known the guys in Ahoy for quite some time. I've been playing on the server, so they kind of trusted me, so they enabled me to do Zeus missions like on top of the INA missions. Then as things went along, we kind of learned a lot of things, progressed a lot, changed things up a little bit. But the reason I sort of ended up stepping out from Ahoy World was because Ahoy, their core thing was obviously doing INA, and I wanted to focus on doing just primarily Zeus stuff. And so for me, it was like, you know, the other thing was, the guys at Ahoy, you know, everybody's busy trying to do their own things, doing their own life, all this sort of stuff, and you know, I wanted to make fast changes week to week on what I needed to do. But the guys there, you know, I had to do everything sort of through. I was like, you know, essentially trying to do everything through a third person, and that just slowed things down, took too long, and I couldn't get stuff going on with it. So that's why I ended up saying, do you know what? Okay, it's probably going to be the right time for me to step out and do things on my own. That's when I got sort of talking to Shadow, and we decided that it would be a good thing to do. And yeah, so when we started, we went over to my my long-term previous clan before that, VG, for a while. But again, excuse me, guys. But again, what happened there, I just found that, you know, I needed to just do it cleanly by myself and not have kind of like a lot of other people involved, and that's why we ended up doing this. Right, the guy's kind of crossing across this area now.
The closest compound.
He just stood up.
He looks like a civilian.
Okay, Mandala, I'm next to you.
Yeah,
Give me a
there's a
seat,
couple civilians in there.
You mean there's a couple of acceptable
I love how that bipod look. That's going to be a painful bipod.
2 times enemy AI at bearing 286,
See anything?
That's all?
800 meters out.
Now the guys, you see, they're spotting on some units moving around this area. However, what they can't see, they don't have actually a line of sight, look, because a lot of the units are further down the line here, in this part of town over here. They haven't actually got a line of sight on it. Is this a hands-off cinematic mission? To a degree. I can probably be involved. I don't really have to set much up in this one, because a lot of the units are already set. So it's just going to be interesting to see how the guys progress through.
I don't give a fuck, come back to me.
Kind of similarly to the... also, this mission is going to be kind of like... the guys have very limited gear. They didn't get to take any extra ammo, so the guys are actually pretty low on ammo. I think they only have maybe 3 magazines each. So they're going to have to probably at some point before the end of the mission change up to using AKs. I doubt they'll probably have enough ammo to last on what they have already. Guys are regrouping back here.
Okay, so we have someone from Red here, yeah? Okay, that's enough. Red, you're gonna follow this line, this one. Obviously stay behind the crest, and I want you to assault from this direction.
Yep.
You got that? Yeah?
Yeah, just be aware there's there should be at least one guy that is going to be right at the end of your line.
Yeah, I trust you. You can just take the line roughly and handle the situation. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take green team.
Longy, thoroughly enjoy your mission creativity. I enjoy your build-up. That's the other thing. You see, it's about pacing. You know, it's not everything is about going full on all the time. It's about pacing. Holy shit! Damn, that was loud. Oh shit! Oh my god, they're like a sniper team. Longy says, I enjoy the recon and the players moving into position. I enjoy the wins and the fuck-ups. That's what brings me back to URT and stops me watching PUBG over Luton's Arma 3. Keep up the great work. Thanks, man. That's a really nice sentiment. I appreciate that. And that's quite honestly what I enjoy as well. Although I do enjoy the PUBG, but, you know, it's still all about the Arma for me. They got this guy pinned down. Yeah, they've got some grenades. I'd get a frag on him. But yeah, got to be accurate with it. I think they tried, but it didn't get him. We could be about to lose someone right out of the gate. The Duala Assault 1 you posted earlier today was one of the best Arma videos seen in a while. You do make some great missions. Thank you very much, man. Oh, you mean the minefield? Well, part 2 of that will be coming up tomorrow. Oh, oi! What a way to go. Alright, good job, guys. Didn't lose anybody there. But now they have harassed some other units. There's some units coming out of the town toward them there now. The issue that the guys have here as well, of course, not all of them have got suppressors. Some of them do, some of them don't. Suppressors, it's funny enough, they've been talked about in real life a little bit, hasn't it? Suppressors obviously don't make a gun silent, but it does suppress the sound of it, and of course the sort of ability to predict the direction of it, and the AI have that issue as well. If you have a suppressor on, they will hear you, but they just will find it more difficult to pinpoint your location. Oh, hello. Things are about to get a bit spicy here. Music has got an angle as well. The music's set up on a sniper. Angry Scott just subbed up. Thank you, indeed, Angry Scott. Subs get to work. Oh shit, look at this. Amanda is nearly down already. Fucking hell, the guys find themselves in a tricky position here. Music got revenge on that guy. The other guy's still firing in. Get to that rock. Get to that rock. Holy shit, AI's going like bonkers with that. Look, they chucked a grenade up there. And another. Bloody hell, things are getting real on this ridgeline. Real on the ridgeline. Thanks, guys. Takes the... Well, it keeps us stable at 314 subscribers, guys. Thank you very much. And real on the ridge. Meanwhilest. In the meanwhilest.
I killed a guy. That's all I know. Oh. Oh my god, really?
Yeah, you've got control to your right hand side, Chrono. About 200 metres.
Curiouser and curiouser. So I think the idea was for the guys up here to... Oh shit, music is down still. They're doing okay. So we actually have it set up right now as well, so that... Yeah, oh, there's a lot of enemies harassed and pissed off down there. The guys are in quite a difficult position here because, again, this is the thing that we're talking about when people are saying like about things being difficult or easy. It's very difficult, like just looking down like this, to really sort of feel like how much danger there is, because sometimes it just doesn't seem like there would be so much danger, but there actually is a lot of danger. And the units can get onto you, the enemy can get onto you very fast indeed. Laying down and fire down the hill. Something I'll just point out here. When you're spectating a unit like that and you're getting into that first-person view, the view that we see through the optic is not accurate to what they're actually doing. I don't know why, it's just a stupid Arma thing. So that's why sometimes he won't be aiming anywhere near the actual guy and you'll see the guy get killed. So it's not that the guys have shitty aim, it's just a stupid game. Oh wow, look, some of the guys breaking out across the road here as well.
There's heavy in the marketplace.
Battery up towards the road, you're exposed to them.
Chrono,
Yeah, there's a civvy laid up next to the marketplace.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, if I can scream in my ear.
That wasn't. I'm glad that wasn't loud just for us guys.
Those guys in the northwest side of the town.
Crossing.
It's working very well with that ridgeline suppressing team, so these guys can push up through. You see.
Got contact with north, west-northwest.
That is a civilian. That's a civilian.
Yeah, I saw it there, I just checked.
Just for 6.
You hear those bullets coming in as well. You hear those bullets coming in on music here.
Stick together, please.
You can hear those snaps and whizzes around there as well.
All 4 of you stick together.
Leighton, so the guys on the rise have made noise. So the
Red team, give me a sit rep. Everybody up.
yeah. So the AI will be in a constant state of aggression, and yeah, I'll just leave this view up for a minute so we can see where they're moving. The way we have it scripted right now on like on the server side is that AI, if you're in a squad of AI, if you're in a fire team of AI, basically if you hear sounds of enemy, whether it's talking or moving or shooting or whatever. Pacifier66 sub Twitch Prime, thank you much indeed. Pacifier, welcome on board, buddy. Guys, give him some love in the chat. Thank you much, Pacifier, welcome on board, mate. The way it works is that if you're on a fire team or a squad, if they hear it, so like let's say you're a team of 4 enemy, okay, and you start to hear shots off of a ridgeline. What that fire team will do is their fire team will be like, hey, we just heard some shots over here. What's going to happen? So they will send maybe 2 guys off of that squad to go search, and then there is like a set amount of time of like 15 minutes or something. They will go wander around for like 15 minutes and see whether they can find it, okay, and if not, they'll go back to their squad, which is why sometimes if a helicopter will buzz past units, it will kind of trigger them, activate them, but that actually, it leads the AI to doing really weird, unusual behavior that you don't always suspect, and it makes the whole situation a lot more dynamic. But that's something that Jocko set up for us on our side, on the server side, so it's not really something that I don't, unless people know how to do that, they're not going to be able to set that up for themselves. It's just something that we run. Guys are doing a good job clearing through here. Not many units left. They've done a good job of clearing through this town. And remember that essentially to a point, this is a 1 life mission. It's not, but it kind of is. So there's a lot of pressure on the guys to not fuck up in these early stages anyway. Now you can hear those rounds coming in, like you can hear those, the guys can fit, yeah, you hear those whizzes and the cracks coming in past us here. You can hear that, you can hear the rounds coming up here.
Moving east to west, music in between the rocks again.
Well, now I'm moving out and you're on the roof and you have to climb down a ladder.
We are using ACE, we always use ACE, and we are using advanced ACE medical, although it's not advanced, it's like, we use like basic advanced, if that makes sense. So you have like real basic ACE medical, and then you have like advanced, but again, our ACE medical system is slightly customized in terms of like how much damage, the way that people revive, etc, etc, etc. We have it even scripted up right now.
Yeah,
so
Barry, that compound looks clear, just be careful though.
basically, we have it right now that only if you're downed and unconscious, like properly, like bled out, downed and unconscious, only a medic can actually properly get you back up. However, because we found that was like really debilitating with medics being the only ones who can actually come and get people back up, the way it works now is if you're downed and you're sort of bleeding and injured on different limbs, providing the guys around you can repair those wounds, like if they can repair your arms, your limbs, you stop the bleeding, then they can do an epi and they can start doing CPR, and there's like a 40% chance if they're doing CPR that will revive you. So basically it gives the opportunity for the normal players to revive guys should they want or be able to. Now the guys here need to be careful because they're like talking. Shit, no, this guy right here.
Careful, we have friendlies that way as well.
That was not friendly.
Okay.
But there is one right here. So you'll actually see the AI kind of react sometimes to... let's not overstate how good the AI are. But they will react to a point. But the other thing is that...
If you deem it necessary, push down to us.
Chrono, get that guy.
Staying up there unnecessary.
Chrono was checking his gear and he literally just missed this guy. Oh, damn. Yeah, see how fast the AI... Look at that smoke grenade over. He's down, he's down. He's getting shot from the ridgeline though. Damn. Taking no chances. No reservations. There's one guy still down here. Alright, it's good clear though, good clear. Well, we don't have reviving on at all.
Anybody seen a vehicle?
So you don't go into like a bled out screen per se. Oh, actually, do you? No, yeah, I think you do. Yeah. But the chances of you going into that are very minimal, like. Are they coming down the hill? Yeah, they're coming down the hill. Guys, Dancy Man, just sub Twitch Prime. Thank you much, Dancy. Welcome back on board, buddy. Thank you very much indeed. Well, not welcome back. Welcome. Guys, give me some love in the chat. Thanks for 200 views today, guys, from the Wednesday stream. Guys. The thing is, they're going to get pretty interesting from here on.
289 on the left side of that building.
Which building? You can't just say that building. Like up by the roadblock, yeah?
Yeah, see that?
Yeah, there's a guy to the left-hand side of the roadblock.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I mean in the first half of the town, like the big chunk before.
Yeah,
see the compound with the 3 trees? Yeah. Anything underneath that looks pretty clear, doesn't it?
Alright, team moving towards the next town. Having reconned it relatively well. Guys are fairly spread out, cover to cover here. They have got the recon upon team. There are several units down in the town there in those buildings that they need to be wary of.
Oh yeah, I just see.
We can actually, if we want to look at what they are seeing as well, we can do this. We can get out of Zeus and then I can look at the map without crashing. The Bohemia have actually fixed the crashing issue for looking on the map, and it will come in the next patch. So the sooner they get that patch in for us, the better, because it means that then I can actually start to use the map again in Zeus, and it means that everybody be happy. So all good. Does the AI have man pads or some other way to counter the A10? Not really on this mission, because these are just kind of insurgents. But the A10 is not necessarily heavily required. Again, like in real life, if you actually look in real life, it's like they've got some 50 cals and stuff like that. But you know, it's like if you look at the way. By the way, I'm such a fucking hypocrite for saying in real life, because how many times have I criticized people for saying in real life? But all I'm saying is just like as a point of reference, if you look at generally when forces out with dealing with insurgent stuff have got A10 support coming down, it'll often be like against a group of infantry, like in a tree line or a bunker or something like that, or a ditch, and they'll just bring it in, strike it, and get out of there. So they don't often have to deal with bloody like Stinger missiles and all sorts of stuff, or Iglas or whatever. Wouldn't be Stingers. Right, our team are pushing on the town of Chak Chak. See what they got. So the town here is fairly light in this little chunk of town down here, but as they get up towards this area here, you can see there's a lot more enemies around. Actually, it just reminded me though of one thing I was going to do. Actually, I'll do this in a minute. Basically, I was going to just slightly disable this vehicle, make it kind of like they've got to actually repair it up a little bit, but it's fine, we'll just play it by ear. Then what would prevent the squad from just sitting on a hill and strafing the town into oblivion? It would work, but it would be a boring watch. Again, you see, again, that's what we always talk about when we say about whether people are playing with like an Iron A mentality, because invade and annex... Invade and annex, that's what people do. When you play public invade and annex, that's what you find people tend to do. They sit on a hilltop.
The guy close to you, within 50 meters.
They sit on a hilltop and they will just snipe everything from super far away. But you see...
Whereabouts? West of us. Marked it brilliantly on the map. Okay. Extra chronoberry.
But the thing is, that's not very fun. That's not very fun, and so, a lot of the time... Oh shit, there's a guy right there, right there, right there. Right there, right there, right there, right there, right there, in front of you. Right there, in front of you. Several guys. These guys didn't react very fast. You can see the AI will start to move around now. But anyway, yeah, most of our guys just know not to do that. Like, it's no fun for them, it's no fun for anybody. Oh, getting back up. Like I say, the AI's intelligence varies all the time, and you will sometimes find that like the AI just change up their intelligence a lot. It's weird. Like sometimes they react, sometimes not. These guys have barely even reacted yet. It is weird how they sort of change up. There's these guys here, but they're getting the mix. Now this guy here, he's actually in a good position for firing in on the guys, because the ones up on the ridge line, they can't. You can see, look where they are. They don't really have like a line of sight on him, I'm pretty sure. Got some shots started firing up here as well. Yeah, these guys are active now. The other thing is that for a while now, we haven't really had to change the AI behavior in terms of me, because you can adjust the whole AI skill level. Like if you go into AI skill, you can change it up. But the thing is that recently we discovered that...
Very weak signals. That's not you trying to message me, is it?
I think you're tuned into 343 channel 1.
What range radio?
Okay, John.
Go. Oh damn, they already sniped the driver.
The two disco guns have disembarked.
Shot the gunner.
Listed.
Get out of there, buddy. But yeah, we've done missions. It's very difficult with the AI to judge. It's very difficult with the AI to judge because recently what we have found is that sometimes the AI will be ridiculous. Holy fucking Christ. Okay, he didn't go the route that I thought he was going to go. The fucking driver drove right into my barricade and he just ID'd the shit out of himself.
Try to cross the road, get a compound on your west.
I think my point is made about AI intelligence. But here's the thing: is like I say, sometimes the AI can be super on point and really intelligent, and other times they can be absolutely stupid. So it really just depends. It's just the way it goes. And we've done missions before where we've had the AI like basically the skill level they are now, which is just essentially default, and they have annihilated our guys on the ground. So it really, I don't know. It's very changeable, and it makes it difficult for me on the ground to sometimes know because the AI can just go from. They can go from being absolutely, completely blind stupid to full-on psychopathic aggression, and it's just very changeable, and it's just kind of weird Arma AI. It's just kind of the way it goes. You often get people as well suggest a lot of times they say like, why don't you use like VCOM AI or something like this, because there's a lot of advanced AI programs, or let's say a lot. There's some AI programs for Arma, but the thing is that when people suggest that, they're kind of people that know about these things but don't actually do any Zeusing, and they don't understand that when you put like VCOM AI in, it actually really messes with the way units behave. And so what you find very quickly is that AI don't necessarily... I'm just going to do what I said and take control of this guy and just damage him. I just want the guys to actually help.
Shots up the hill northwest.
I just wanted the guys to... Let's actually get on the ground here as well. But anyway, yeah, my point is simply that the AI behave differently all the time, and it's difficult to judge. And the advanced AI programs like VCOM and stuff like that, they really don't represent like a good option for Zeus, because they tend to just make the units take like a super long way around. They just end up taking like a really long way around, and they don't really do anything particularly smarter and stuff like this. It's just, nah, you know.
We're moving from our overwatch and we're pushing down into the town.
Ooh, that pop-up. That crazy ass pop-up.
Red, the big building that you're in, after that link of green, hold that position for now. After that we're gonna push north together.
Yeah, roger, we're clearing the other buildings of this large group of buildings.
Oh, like a jet northeast.
Also we have a friendly jet in the air. If we need fire support.
Hearing sniper shots from the northwest.
Yeah, guys, Orange will tell you about the AI.
We have a wild loot in northwest.
Red team's nearby, along that building.
That's I knew that was coming. Yeah, the AIs are just generally very variable. A10 is still patrolling. Can you recommend any public Zeus servers for Zeus noobs to get some experience? Not really. I mean, that's just... It's hard because, like, that's the thing with Zeus. It's like, I only ended up getting into Zeus really by cooperating with the Hoi world, and it's like, you know, they were just kind of good enough to allow me to sort of do it through the server. And it's, people all the time used to say, like, how can I do Zeus? It's like, well, I don't know, it's kind of tricky. It's like, you can't really, you either have to set up your own community, or you have to find a community, play with that community, and just get kind of trusted with them. That's the only way you can do it. And the guys are pushing up towards the line here. There was an explosion.
Down.
Biggs is down, Biggs is down. Snoogin, if you can get Biggs, direction into the house.
Oh, he hit the ID. I forgot I put. Damn, I
try to
completely.
nick you up and get him.
I wonder what
There's a
that
vehicle up
explosion
here.
was. I forgot there was IDs
So
here.
he's in the middle of the field.
Listen.
Might be not a good idea to walk through there. Just
Holy shit! How did this happen?
Definitely gonna get armored.
Well then, well, you can pussy out.
Don't be a bitch.
Sorry, I don't like that. Mate. Please.
What the fuck has happened in this town? Oh god. There's more IDs. They haven't. God, they just
We're
ran straight through.
drivers.
Another one right here.
Do you want us to push the compound or are you just waiting here?
Just hold. We have a casual.
Post is literally dancing with death here.
I got some bad news.
What's that?
I had an M4 in my bag, and because I didn't have a lot of ammo for the sniper,
You dropped the sniper.
and I dropped the sniper and it disappeared.
Yeah,
It would do.
tough luck.
Wonderful.
You've been demoted, right?
Okay, everyone push up to the green guys.
Just
up
have
north.
one. You can just.
Except for Sor. Music command and Biggs.
Don't
I'm
ever
gonna need
put
to
your
medic
gun
up as
down
well.
in
I'm
this
gonna
game, because
fairly
it will
fucked
just
up.
get. If you put your gun down, the game will kind of clean it up. So it's just the worst thing to do. You shouldn't change up your primary weapon like that. Or if you do, give it to someone
avoid
else.
the trash bags. I believe someone just got to the ID.
Totally forgot I put IDs down there,
I
really.
think I have eyes on a Land Rover. to
Alpha,
the
this is
northwest.
Go for Alpha.
Yeah.
Am I clear to engage what I've spotted to the north of your position? Hostile compound. About 6 enemies
Have a look.
and several more inside the building, so am I clear to engage?
Where the
Do
vehicles
they
are.
have vehicles?
Negative.
We're gonna fall back a bit and you can engage.
Yeah, there's 100% there were vehicles.
Okay, just give me the word.
She's coming down.
Everyone fall back. 8 is gonna do a gun
There
run.
are 100% vehicles there.
Fall back a bit. We don't get hit.
What about the vehicle that we could take?
I've just realised,
the
Alpha,
vehicles.
I won't have seen those vehicles. I was on IR, so I'm going to go for another pass with visual. I'll let you know if they have vehicles.
Oh my god, that was so close. He was having a look through infrared.
Hold. I'm gonna do another pass check for vehicles. If he can hit AI without these trained vehicles, he's gonna do a gun run.
How many vehicles does he have eyes on in there?
He uses thermal, so he doesn't show the vehicle. Hold this.
Is it worth one of us just pushing up, see how many vehicles in this first?
No, he's already doing the scouting around the towers. Situation with the damn guys.
It's damn good that he's going for a second chance on this, and actually that's a really good just point to make, guys. Is see if you have like crazy heavy fire support like an A10, it's worth double checking if you're not
Okay,
actually.
we've got 3 vehicles in the
There you
compound.
go. There you
And a
go.
4th vehicle just to the south of that in another compound.
Understood. Hold fire then.
See, now that was extremely good. See, that's
Okay,
worth.
guys, we have 4 vehicles.
That's worth shouting out as like a really good call, because that could have been the difference between them having to run, because look where the next town is. They'd have to run like bloody about 2 or 3 kilometers to get to the next town. So that was an extremely good play and a good call by the A10 pilot, but also just by the group in general to actually double check. If you have something like an A10 or any kind of like air support, which is going to do excessively serious fire, it's 100% worth making sure that are these units even like, yeah, they are combat. Some of them are not though. Some of them are like still neutral or whatever. It's weird how it's weird how some of these guys. Also, I'm looking at their general skill level, and some of their general skill level is actually a little lower than I would normally prefer. So I'm going to put their general skill up a little bit. I'm actually going to skill the AI up a little bit because, yeah, like I say, look, their general skill level was actually lower than I normally like it to be. I'm not quite sure why that was so much lower. Oh, actually, I do have an idea as to why that may be, but it's nothing that anybody needs to worry about.
And someone wants me medic up.
I wanted these earlier stages to be more straightforward anyway.
Your fools are looking.
What's up? Curse ULT saying that you should have a nice day in London 3 times now. What? Well, I hope I do have a nice day in London. Just gonna see some friends. Is that all right? This guy's going for it. Oh, buddy's down. Take control. Shit. What the fucking hell hit me there? It was like a UGL or something.
Down on my location.
That guy's making some good breaching through though. They've all got in this building.
Music, there was a guy that moved from there to there.
Yeah, you can't move that.
Okay.
Or something next time you tell me what.
That's a friendly.
Got a crate with IEDs on here. Need a medic and crowd.
Friendly fire.
What's this? Actually not a duck. I can't get TS of Ahoy World. I don't know.
Hey Callum, check below you, I think there's an enemy.
Nicely done. Now these first 2 towns, guys, were meant to be quite straightforward. You'll see that as they progress on, like, the towns get a little bit more challenging. Look at this guy up here, though.
Team, keep up with Callum. Callum, hold down.
Brutally good. Right. Okay, now... Oh, damn,
Start changing the wheels.
my team up here have already started to head towards the area. Look, there's a couple of ambushes sort of heading this way as well.
I think he's making a quick getaway. We are shooting the vehicles and I think we can make it work.
Guys, evening, welcome to the stream if you're just joining us.
I
so this is
have
the...
picked up some explosives if anyone needs them playing.
Now, I had intended for them to be able to secure... Oh, actually, well, I suppose this
Right,
truck
guys,
will have the...
push up, we're covered.
Yeah, this truck will have a machine gun, so that'll be helpful for them. So that's potentially 2 humans coming in on Op 4 now. Not sure what happened there with music. A few of them did get injured going in onto that compound. Now these guys will have reacted to the sound of shooting and what have you that was going on, and they're making their way towards the area. But I might take control of them at this point in time. I'm just following my command on this right now. Have they realised he's dead? I don't think so even, because they're only going to realise that if they're on like a bit of a roll call or stuff. They definitely will realise Barry's not there. I'm pretty sure Barry's going to be setting himself up on the next compound, so we'll see what he does. There are supplies at the next compound. This is the other thing as well. There's supplies at each compound for Op 4, so there are some explosives, ID, stuff like that. So he may start laying down some traps and mines on the roads. We'll see how it plays. These guys just sitting in the open like this. Look at this. Wake up! Sitting out in the open like that. Oh shit, the other guys in the squad. Who did I down? Chrono again! It's like the second time I've downed Chrono. He's gonna be salty. It's just that's the second time I've downed Chrono now. Like he was all bleeding out before. It's curious that they didn't bother to take the armed vehicle. Like I thought they would change the tyres out on it.
I'm in Saw.
We're just jumping in one of the vehicles, head north on the road, let's go.
Right, off they go. Wasting no time at all. Flying. Nicely done. Blowing up the ammo cache on the way out.
Alpha, this is Gas.
Go for Alpha.
I notice you're moving again. I'm gonna lift.
Yeah, I've noticed with new players / non-military service players, staying in the open seems like a normal thing. Like we said in Arma complacency kills. Yeah, well, that's a funny thing. Actually, several of the guys that are playing here this evening were in like UK British military or whatever. So, in fact, actually, there's quite a few guys who play with us who have served in some capacity in the armed forces. But you would just be surprised. Sometimes when they feel like they've cleared a compound and they just know that they think things are safe, they'll just be like, yeah, it's fine, you know. So I think sometimes it can just be a little bit, people just be a little bit over complacent or whatever. Damn, look at these civs. Guys, look, it's like, look, the civs are just, I'm actually going to leave it. Look, they're just, the civs are just migrating. Oh shit, Barry's right here with an ambush.
Break. I'm not stopping, Johnny. Don't stop in the valley. Fuck that, just drive through it.
Then drive to it, let's go.
It was a nice little ambush by Barry, but I don't think he got anyone. But now he's standing behind him. A10 is coming in as well.
We have taken contact just where you passed on the road. I think they are to the south of us, next to the road.
Understood, I'll come for a recon pass.
If you want to shoot something, you can take them out.
Understood.
It's just really hilarious and weird, like the civs sort of migrating. Look at this, look. They obviously ran away from the first town and they've like crossed the mountain. Like, look how far they've come, because they would have started all the way over here, and it's like, look how far they've come all across here, like they went all this way. It's just amazing, like how far they've come. This is very interesting. I didn't anticipate the guys to come in on this position. I thought they'd just come down the road and sort of deal with it like that, but they've actually come in from this completely different angle now. However, it doesn't help to have actually a lot of those guys running around like this, so for frame's sake, especially as they're heading towards an area where we're actively sort of being engaged on and stuff, so it's not going to be very helpful. I need to teleport myself for the range of the radios.
Cass, Alpha.
Go ahead, Alpha.
We have a couple of enemies south of our position. If you could find them and destroy them. With the choice of your weaponry.
Thank you very much. Are they by the 2 enemy infantry and ammo cache markers?
No. They are south of our position. If you can see where we are. Basically just south on the hills. Past them on our way.
Okay, understood.
Send again.
Roughly in that big circle.
Requesting GBE strike. We got large enemy compound camo there. 7 plus.
You mark in global, so I can call you.
Now here's the thing: they've spotted the mortar position before I have had. See, this is why sometimes people say like, you know, I go too easy on them in missions. See, now I think what people imagine is that I would just right now start mortaring them. Well, I've got no reason to know where they are.
Gun run possible on it.
I've got no reason to mortar the guys right now. I have had no contact with them. I've got no units who have got eyes on them. There's no rational way that my guys, my enemy on the ground, can know that these guys are here. The only time I will do it is if the guys are being really ballsy and they're just like sitting out in the
Alpha,
open.
this is Cass. Thank you. Go for Alpha. That hill behind you is clear. I do have eyes on what look like 2 or 3 thermal signatures somewhere behind that, but honestly they're static. They don't look like they're a threat, to be honest.
Okay. We marked a GPU marker inside the town. If you can see it, just drop a GPU there.
Understood.
Red, if that's dropping in, you don't want to go closer. Stay there.
GPU is coming in.
Oh, wait, we're over here.
Don't worry, we're out of range. Clear on the outskirts.
That's where they're asking for that GPU. So they're actually asking for that GPU like down on that little compound, I guess, like this little compound right here.
Hold short.
I actually just stay here and view this. Is the A10 right now? It's way out. It's fun sometimes to just sit up on a hill like this and just observe the guys from like a kind of real
The
perspective.
one I've just marked.
That's the compound there. There's the position up on the hill with the mortars.
Also, Red, Monroe doesn't have a radio.
Here comes A10.
Try to talk with him, please. Just stick with you and just hold.
I'm moving into cover and holding. GPU is away. Let me know if that hits.
It was nearly on target. Not quite though. I should probably start moving those units out of that area.
Or west. We're opening.
We've lost barrier as well for some reason.
GPU was a bit short. We eliminated the enemy
fuck!
infantry, so just wait up.
just as I came in on that guy. What's that? No laser. They would have lasered it, but the laser would have been from the A10's own targeting computer on board.
Roger, red team is pushing now.
Oh, now we may have a reason to. Okay, now I can do like some.
So on top of the hill, recommend 30mm strike on it.
Sword. Hold.
I'm going to put some random artillery just sort of over here.
Cooling 30mm strike on top too.
I'll just put out a couple of markets, number of units, 2 round each, nearest target. Then I'll just keep firing this in. They've called for 30mm coming on that.
Cass Alpha.
Go ahead.
Shit, these guys getting caught.
30mm towards our west of the village. Could you get eyes on it? I think we have a couple of enemies up there. You can shoot that as well. Jump again.
Understood.
Surprisingly, didn't have those rounds hitting it. Oh, now they did.
What was that?
But it seemed like artillery fire.
Oh, let's hope not. Keep
We're
pushing
like
it.
place. Possible mortar compounds north to the west.
Right,
Get
keep
30
firing.
mils on that hill at possible compound of mortars.
Yeah, west. Yeah, direct west. Compound.
Yeah, you see the cannon there on the ridge.
I called in a
gun stripe and that Nathan is just rolling about.
I marked a big red circle on the map. It's full of enemies. It's probably where the walls are.
Just landing just behind us. Push, push, push.
Oh, there we go.
It's down.
Hitting the mortar position, I believe.
We were hit by mortars.
Push down from the
Bleeding.
So loud, isn't it?
You're hitting the mortar position, hit them again, please.
Red team, I pushed to the next compound.
I'm getting that mortar
free to
team to
push.
move out. Because I'm pretty certain if you got hit by a 30mm strike and survived, you would exit the area quite quickly.
Sorry, you're really alone, please.
I know.
Let's actually,
Stop moving.
actually get into this view. He's firing way too much. Way too much
I
fire.
think that will be sufficient. Thank you.
You need a medic for?
Yes.
It's
You not
just
have-
lack of supplies, I'd say.
Do you not have any extra either?
No, I've used all mine.
Also, Chrono, I told you to pick some off the dead guys that you killed.
Yes,
on
and
the
I
house.
used them all. When the mortar shell lands on me, I just can't help myself but need a bit more.
Well, then next time, do your legs first so you can move towards me quicker. Save me from-
Let's see what's going on here. Post and Johnny.
Just on the side of the blue one. Yeah, I understood. It said rolling on me if you're not medicing 2 minutes.
Yeah, but like I say, that 30mm ammo, it's like, it's really good, but it is quite laggy, but it's fine as long as you don't do those extended burst runs. Like, if you just do a little bit, it's all good.
To squad lead, okay? I see that enemy contact you were shooting at.
Forwards. Actually, not back.
Well, yeah, forward, sorry. I meant south.
See, here's the thing as well, guys. It's good to see someone using like the marksman role from the squad, actually like a marksman. So you see, like, whenever we have marksman, sometimes people, well, not whenever we have marksman, but I think generally people take marksman roles like this with like an MK11, and they get carried away and they end up sitting on ridge lines and stuff. The MK11, it's like you got a DMR, you're basically there to support units like this. So you see how he's sitting back and he's like picking shots whilst the other guys are sort of laying down fire. That's how you want to be using that, not sitting on a hilltop just like sniping with it all the time. See, and also good to see somebody using the LMG. Who's that? Manda. Good to see someone. Oh, I see those rounds coming in from the enemy though, so they do get on them.
We can cover you if you cross.
They got plenty of enemy that they've got to fight through up here. Good job IDing it. Oh, there's another guy randomly up here as well. Look. Shit, this guy's heading towards Saw and the guys. Oh, he saw him alright. Because it's one lone wolf, they're probably going to think that's me. I always say this, they think it's me. Shit, look, this guy, that guy's even repositioning to get around him.
Extra, where the fuck did you go?
I regrouped. Red's pushing out.
Extra's just fucked off and left him.
It would have been handy for the person who just started shooting at us.
Chaos Alpha.
Damn, look at this
Go ahead,
GD you did to this building. It
You
ruined it.
head towards the last village called Shukurkalai. That's my best try, and scout around with thermal imaging. Look for vehicles,
Understood.
heavy infantry, all that sort of stuff.
Yep, understood.
Command to Esport.
Go ahead, command.
If you are going to scout ahead, make sure you keep a nice high altitude so that you don't trigger everything and we all like lose our frames. Basically, I've got.
Looking for a
Yeah. So basically, I've got dynamic simulation turned on. I've got dynamic simulation turned on, which basically what that does is it makes all the units freeze. You see the nobody's moving around. It makes all the units freeze, look, until basically they get engaged or, you know, whatever. So what happens though is that when friendly units get within a certain distance of them, it triggers them and they become active. That's why you'll see some units start to move around, start to behave different, etc, etc, etc. But if a aircraft or something flies over that area, it will basically wake them up from the dynamic simulation, and then they start moving around, which means that the AI movements and behavior has to be calculated, and they'll start moving around. And that will hit frames. Oh shit, I wonder what the fuck that was. That was them blowing that ammo cache. Which postcode and extra... Oh, okay, no, they were further out. I thought they were almost right on top of it. Alright, here we go. Yeah, let them have it, guys. Still plenty of units up there, though. Guys, Hazard 2142, tier 2 sub for 5 in a row. Guys, give some D20 love in the chat for Hazard, guys. The D20. Thank you very much indeed, Hazard. Welcome back, everybody. Hey, 323 subs, guys. Only, well, basically 28. Very nearly on our target already for the next sub goal.
somebody from Red Team died. Sorry, Calvin.
The guys have been very efficient in clearing through this. Oh, here we go. Second unit here is engaging.
Taking heavy fire from southwest. There was a guy on a machine gun and they were coming out.
Oh, buddy, reload it up. There we go. Oh, that's it. Let him have it, mate.
Machine gun, can you take out the other machine gun, please?
No, he's got no line of sight. He's just like spraying it. Oh, that's a hit. That's a hit right there. Oh, he's off.
We have extra and sword down, extra and sword down. Help me. Fucking medic, man.
1 minute. Machine gun, light up that other fucking compound, for Christ's sake.
Tor, get your suppressions, please.
He couldn't have. I think that's a bit of miscommunication there, because they're not understanding that that thing was out of line of sight. However, they are... these guys down here.
Machine gunner is down at the southwest.
The good news is all the enemies on the ammo cache now.
It's amazing. Keep firing, push west. Red team, can you get to move? I want you to take lead and head up towards the 90L front with the blue line.
Okay.
I'm actually losing the radio comms a little bit here. Right, the guys have basically cleared through on this compound now, so they've done a good job there. Also, remember, this was supposed to be like...
top of the hill southwest.
This was going to be like an attrition mission where they could potentially switch sides, but the guys have done such a good job. They've actually taken basically no casualties throughout on this one so far. And there's this one guy right here. Look. How did they push past and not see that guy? I do feel like the AI have been marathoning through the Skylines videos, yeah. I do feel like the AI have been, I do agree, I think the AI have been a little bit lighter on this mission so far. But considering the guys had pretty lightweight ammo and gear, I think they're doing fine. Still like the odd shots coming up from the hill, there's just a couple of guys up here.
Get eyes on this fucking sniper, please.
By the way, in the other ammo cache there's explosives. Yeah,
I think it's going pretty smooth at the moment.
But you're trying to stick together elevator and stay at the line of sight. Iron when you do.
Oh no, I have someone. Never mind, hold on, I'll be back in a second.
Extra hot mic.
Hey?
Hot mic, thank you.
Sorry.
Extra's just like staticking.
Did
Luckily,
someone say it was to the southwest, that possible side?
I think it's
Roger.
southwest, yeah. Or even straight west. You can hear this uphill, very uphill.
Yeah, I can hear it, I'm just trying to scan it.
Well, for the bushes, maybe to player.
Eyes on.
Understood? Also player.
Smoke down.
Johnny, move off his cash, I'm gonna blow.
Red team, let's move. Smoke it down.
that was a good shot by Callum there. Then he does have the MR. So the cache down. I'm pleased that they've been kind of destroying the caches, the ammo caches and stuff like that as they've been going along, because it's not been what's this?
Alpha, this is
It's
gas.
buried back to give them hell. Yeah, exactly.
10 bit busy at the moment.
Can
Oh, I've
confirm
seen
a
it right
constant
up
down.
Unconscious, like clear.
Green team, be advised, compound in front of you southwest is where the sniper's location is.
We should find it.
Sniper's dead.
What a dead. Holy shit, look at that explosion over here.
Please, someone.
Okay, green team, I want you to link up with red team and head up to 229.
This guy's not actually dead.
Pushing.
It has been a bit of a spicy mission. But not like, I wouldn't say the guys have really been like suffering or lagging really hard. Like they've been doing very well.
Recon of, I'll just say that town is complete.
Johnny, you did say go towards red, didn't you?
C40 enemy infantry. Shit, something. Okay guys, keep pushing towards red team. Green team link up with red team. Push uphill, push uphill.
Oh, wow, they actually, I thought, okay, so they had all those Land Rovers, remember, that they used the Land Rovers to get to this next section. They're not even using the Land Rovers to get to the next town. They're going actually cross-country. Oh, shit, and there's actually there's a patrol coming down the valley
Can I
here,
get okay, or? Yeah, I'm fine,
which might not be a problem now, but it might be shortly an issue.
Line so you can see them. Maybe if you can follow it, then you can run it as well. Green.
What, so is it clear? Like, all of these buildings are cleared, correct?
Yep, he's been shot.
We don't really need to clear those buildings.
And we're getting shot from southwest.
Sorry, for one guy with the information inside the black dotted circles.
There's no meaning of being in the buildings within the black circle. It's probably best to check the position.
Oh, there we go. Postcode returning fire.
Red team has reached the hill.
Understood, hold short.
They're back up. Oh, don't let Chrono get hit again, for like the third time. It always happens, right? Always. Whenever we play a mission, there's always like one guy who gets the majority of damage done to him. He just ends up getting killed over and over. Right, music is down on the ground as an insurgent. I don't know at what point we lost music in that engagement over there in the town, but music is down. Music is now on the insurgent team side. Right, now I'm going to just literally place some intel documents on the guy that they're after. So, create and edit intel. So they're after this man here. So we'll just put sealed. I'll just put like sealed documents. Because it's just a placeholder, it doesn't really need to be anything. Pick up intel, intel title, just put like insurgent plans, that'll be fine. Shared with side, yeah, that's fine. Da 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 da. Okay, so now that guy on him, that guy on his person will have intel, and it's like whether that guy is dead or alive, they can get it. However, obviously, if they walk away and his body despawns, they will lose it. So they really need to make sure that they either, like, you know, kill him and then actually get eyes on him, or better yet, if they kill enough stuff, then I will basically probably I'll make him surrender. Or let's just do D20, 50-50. Does he surrender? Okay, 1 to 10 he does. Over 10 he doesn't. 14. Okay, so he won't surrender. Okay, right. Let's do me.
If you don't want to drop a GPU, you can also do a gun run. That's more precise.
Where is he?
It's up to you. I'm not going to tell you how to engage, but I think a gun run would be just as sufficient, but with less casualties.
Out of view for me now. You can just hear the rumble.
Apparently the other side of the map.
Johnny, compound 258.
It's not a very good map, is it?
Yeah. It's marked as entry on the map, there's an entry the other side of the road to it as well.
Postcode, you're next to us.
Yeah, mark it on the map.
Ignore me.
Captain Rex on the stream, that is awesome, dude. Good purchase of Arma 3. I still find it amazing that Arma 3's been around for like such a long time now, for years, and yet people are still full on purchasing the game, even not after all this time. Right, now there's the other fire team moving down the hill here. They're headed in toward the town. There is some other units that they can't see, you see. There we go. That was not such a good strike. Fucking hell.
Right on target. You're free to engage the other group.
Didn't do anything though. I think it took out a building though, maybe. Oh no, that A10 strike, even right on the actual bloody thing, apparently that guy's lost his clothes. Oh, actually, yeah, I remember this. This happened to me before. So basically, I put these guys in because they had like real nice uniforms. And they're part of like the they're part of the OP4, but for some reason, this mission is really. But for some reason, that Project OP4 unit type, I'd forgotten about this. This Project OP4 unit type, it doesn't like the uniform that they have. So they tend to spawn just in their underwear. Oh dear, it's gonna be like one of those days today.
A bit of dolphin diving.
They would have probably been better off going for a GBU strike on that.
Any laser test pick.
Oh, hello, there's a little truck moving down the road, look.
Yeah.
Oh shit, look at this go.
That was... You hit?
Oh, that was really fucking neat. Good job, thank you.
Meanwhile, down the hill here, the guys.
I am completely dry now.
That was a patrol, but further down here they've got more contact. Let's have a look. Now that A10 strike on this, yeah, that was a much better A10 strike. Look at this. Absolutely shredded it. So that really obliterated this one. Oh, this guy survived. It's amazing how effective some of these sandbags can be against some of these strikes coming in. See that guy there on the machine gun, but the machine guns are actually fully out of commission. They're like knocked down and damaged.
Yeah, let's
get in position and just hold. We're gonna mark a new target for the cans.
These guys as well, the further they're getting away from the other guys, their radio's going to break out. Oh yeah, sure, look, there is an enemy patrol. They've moved up. That enemy patrol, basically the enemy group that were on that little house have started to move away now.
The A10 is now running low on fuel, so if you ever want, well, if you do want more strikes, now would be the time.
There's another one moving up, another one maybe 200 meters in front of him.
Need a direct west to east hit on the
Oh, they've seen him, they've seen him. This is where it gets dangerous, like when they're like caught out in the open. They're right in the open here, this is very dangerous. Those shots are coming in pretty accurate.
Understood. First is west to east, second is east to west, yeah?
Yeah, it's up to you.
Also, the guys are starting to. I just heard someone say, "Have you got any spare mags?" The guys are actually starting to run. The guys are starting to actually run a bit low on ammo now at this point.
Red team's already engaged.
Let's see where the other team are. Up on this hill. Guys on the hill are starting to take shots out. Holy shit! That was music from his truck right there.
He's got skinny.
A10 is coming back in, look.
That one was slightly off target, I'm going for another one.
From our point of view, you just feel like you're aiming for the boss.
Maybe I am.
See if our command guy. Oh, he's medicing up. He took hits from that. They do need to be careful because they do need to find that guy. Shot still being fired from the missile truck across the valley.
Yeah, side hill, it went way over the top of him.
Very few of the guys left on the ground now, though, because they've only got 8 people basically.
Taking active RPG fire to southeast.
Understood, that must be enemy players. Try to move out of line of sight and just move towards the village.
Okay, Malian.
What's with the mission? Well, the guys have been, they started with more limited gear than usual. They are pushing towards various objectives. They've got several objectives that they had to clear through. And they've just seen some of the machine gun positions further up over here. They've got to locate through the town here an enemy commander, an insurgent enemy commander, get some intel, and they've got to get out to extraction point. They're making good work of it so far. Limited casualties. I'm wondering whether these guys are going to get distracted and kind of push up the road towards here, but this is not where they need to go. That's just where the kind of human players spawn in.
Go for Alpha. Go for Alpha.
Have you got any last strikes? At buildings, more streets?
Not at the
Yeah, I'm stood next to it.
combat for it.
Well, I don't have any recall systems at the moment, so this might be it.
Understood.
Yeah, we'll do. Johnny.
Just do your thing. Yeah, we have friendlies in town. With friendlies.
Oh shit!
Fuck. There's nobody in the
Okay, Cass is returning to
Oh, that
base.
came from here.
Cass is returning to base. We no longer have Cass involved.
Yeah, Cash is now off, guys.
Music fires up on here.
Guys.
Yeah, guys, Cass is no longer there.
It would have been a good time to do the cast, to do a little pass by and search for any enemy easy. See, music is actually, thankfully, not firing right in on them. Damn, these guys, they really could have... This is going to be hard without Cass. They have got a lot. I wonder whether as well, whether it was a good call to split the team up, because having 2 teams of 4, even if one guy goes down, that's going to be like devastating. This is going to be incredibly difficult whether they get out of this.
Alpha, be aware, northwest, hill of our position, there's like SPG-9.
Sorry, taking shots. See the guys?
Oh, look, you can see that truck up on the hill like a boss. Look. Yeah, this turn. Oh shit! I think that round hit. I think Post just got injured. This is going to get very dangerous now. This is going to be a big challenge if they can get. There is still so many infantry left in and around the town here. It's going to be really, really challenging for them. I need to set up some flashpoints on either side here. These guys over here have really had very little going on for them at the moment. They've not pushed in very much. The other team are pushing much harder. Well, they've started to pick up AKs as well now that they've really extras run out of ammo on his main gun. Because remember, guys, they only started with about 3 or 4 magazines each. They really didn't have a lot of ammo to start with. Music is coming down. Where's he off to?
You guys okay?
I'm sure if Music's headed back to base or whatever.
Yeah, fine.
Shame Music's got no friends to play with on this one.
Keep advancing into town at your own speed. If you need some time to pick up enemies, just pick up.
The guys are looking pretty solid here. The guys, okay, I was wondering why these guys hadn't moved. They're coming to this compound here, like to medic up a bit.
Cheers. Yeah, I'm good.
But they're not aware of Music being behind them either.
Someone take all ammo, basically.
Yeah, same. Does someone take out the SPG launcher on the hill, or?
It's coming in though.
Yeah,
Then he got an AKU. See what happens with this.
don't forget to check the dead bodies for intel. I thought we were trying to find this specific guy. Yeah, he should be all in black.
Oh shit. Oh no! Damn, that was sneaky as fuck. He just shot, motherfucker. Oh damn, that was sneaky as hell. What a great great play that was. Damn, that's slowed these guys down. Jesus, the team over here are facing an entire town of insurgents just with the 4 of them now. They really could have done with dropping a couple of GBUs on some core buildings here, but of course, you know, how can they know this? Difficult one as well because... Shit, there's another guy around the corner. It's a difficult one as well because they didn't want to airstrike too much in case they end up killing and annihilating the guy that they're trying to get their hands on. They're doing very well so far though, the guys here clearing through. This could be almost like a 4-man team takes the town. The other guys are starting to engage and they are starting to move toward the town.
Oh, you're gone. Okay.
They need to shift, they need to move is what they need to do. They're getting shot from the map, they're getting shot off the hills here as well. They go up there. These guys are really in a bad position. They've got to cover this big... The other guys up here have got almost an easier time of it because they're moving through the town. These guys here are in open ground. They've got to cross that big open space. And like you can see, Music is coming back in. I made it so that the insurgent teams... I made it so that they can't just spawn and grab a vehicle straight away. They spawn a little way back here and they've actually got to run a fair way to get back in to try and sort of balance things, make it a little bit better for them. These guys are going to have a rough time of it though because like I said, they've got to actually... They've got to really push in across the area here. Right, they're going for it. Wrapped on the stream, good evening. Alright, go. Yep, good call, keep moving. Keep moving. Getting shot from across the road. The guy right here, see him, right here. Hit him! That's it, he's dead. Keep going, move. Callum's down. Oh, Callum's back up. They just had to pick up. They're now down to picking up just random insurgent weapons. They're down to pistols even. See how the other team are doing. Other team are doing really well. They've pushed into town here.
I need to change a weapon.
Second. Gonna try crawling towards guys. Wait for them. Lifting.
They're doing a good job.
Also gonna need someone to medic me because I'm all out.
Oh shit. This guy right here in the market. Look. They are making very good progress. There's so many units in the town already. Damn, Nugan is way back. Nugan is badly hurt.
Next available after this blood. I'm out, mate, but I've got I've still got some blood in my backpack. I've got
About 150 meters southeast of us.
Okay, go back. Let me take a look.
He's moved. I don't know where he's went. He's went southeast, so be careful of these compounds.
I'm taking fire. I don't know where from. Sorry. Oh, fucking Rico, I saw.
Nice work. They're steadily taking them out. There's a couple of guys in this compound, aren't they?
Sorry,
That's what happens here.
I got no bullets.
Oh my god. What the hell? Whoa. It's getting very stressy. Oh shit, they gotta get, there's a guy right here. Oh my god, this is getting really like hand-to-hand combat right here. Damn, they're doing really well to have not lost anybody at the moment. Like, in terms of coming into the town here.
Stop placing bombs.
Cover me as I cross, please.
This post.
Found him.
Oh fuck.
He's dead.
It's just like you hear the glass and shit breaking when these guys returning fire. And they're making good progress. Target's still up by the look of it. And the oh shit, look at music coming in here.
Yeah.
Any vehicle moving in the town from the northwest? Yeah, trying to disable it.
They're surviving well.
Friendly
on the blue side.
Oh yeah, music's come back into the death compound. Target's still alive.
Green team's position is marked in the blue side. Check your fire.
He was trying to get up on this hill to do sniping, but you can see he's just getting caught out in the open. Look at this. He's legging it. Survived so well on this stage though. Really good.
Reloading.
Oh, music's actually going up the tower, guys.
There's enemy infantry inside the blown up tower. Yeah, I can't get out. Top floor, top floor.
You can't go all the way up in that tower though. Yeah, you can get up to this level.
I see the enemy to the tower.
It was enemy. It was enemy moving into the tower, and up towards the top.
That's a bad idea, music. If he fires that in here, the back blast. Oh shit, I'm getting out of it. The back blast is going to kill him.
Enemy down. Up the tower, enemy down. Yeah, should have.
Oh, they got him before he fired. He was literally just about to RPG.
Post down.
Post has been incapacitated though, but he's back up.
Back up. Contacts to Arma.
Oh, they're coming both in on the compound at the same time. Look at this.
Where postcode? Where? On the behind the road.
Meet you, sir.
I'm moving your way now, so.
Getting a grenade in. Nade in.
Excellent grenade, really good. Music is back up though.
Extra, can you come up here?
Oh yeah, there is like an AT mine for fuck's sake. What the hell is that doing there? Music must have put that in there. Oh no! Fucking Mandalore, there was an ID like right in the doorway and he just walked straight onto it.
Red cat 90. I can't fix that. Find them off, Johnny, find them off.
It's an AT mine.
I can't
I
pick
think.
that up.
Go, did you get to me? Low charge.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, moving.
Music is coming down the tower.
Red has two members going. Commander Stone. Nade in.
Johnny just put a grenade in on it. They killed. Oh shit! So much explosion stuff going on.
He downed himself.
I think Johnny's got it. Got it, good job.
Everyone go down.
So they can regroup and get out. Well done, well done, well done. Music is still up in the tower, guys.
Yeah, we can help, or I'm gonna go down.
Oh fuck. He's just gonna like RPG them all. Oh fuck. Was that smoke? No! 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 Oh shit! That was music up at the top.
Is anyone left, team? So we need a medic on our position right now.
They are not going to be pleased about that. Mandalore's dead.
Okay. We should carry these guys in, run into a building. We have to get out. There was not. Do we have eyes on who fired the RPG? No eyes on. Negative down. Thor, you take actual.
See, this is what happens when you get
I would say maybe
players in the
west
mix.
or northwest from that hill. That would be the only place they could hit us like that.
You reckon? Oh, extra's got it. Extra's got it.
Right, set up a defense around the building. Here's up the tower, guys. Nobody check the tower.
Damn. Good call by Extra. Well played. Now they need to just get the fuck out of here. That's what they need to do.
Can I have a roll call, please?
Oh shit. The Callum and Mandalore are up there now as well.
Up, Johnny's down. I got him, but I can't treat him. Okay. Six.
They've got a vehicle though.
I'm still up. I've got no.
They got a vehicle for 5 people and they got 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. They got 6 people. Oh shit.
Quite damaged now.
Oh wait, you can get more people into that truck.
Fucking passed out next to me.
Let me just
I'm about to pass out.
Right, the guys here needs to stack these in the car. They should really try to get someone covering them whilst they do it, because the other players are coming in here. Oh shit, everyone is downed. I'm gonna help. I'm gonna help. Shit, I'm gonna get myself in here to help out. 'Cause I need it.
Postcode, it glitches out.
Right, we need to help. Saw.
Yeah, what?
They're all down, man. It's just you. So I'm gonna help you load them. I'm gonna help you load them.
Okay, I just need to actually stop myself.
Okay, I'll start loading. Fuck, all fire. So we got company.
I know.
West down the road, about 2 buildings back. Same hit.
just trying to clear.
You up in the tower? Do you want me to go up there? I'll try and get up here so we can get eyes on him.
Not up in the tower, if you can get up there, but...
Yeah, I'm doing it. They've seen me.
Yeah.
I think they're closing in on the position.
Yeah, that's why I'm no longer in it.
Which way did you go?
North. Well, east, northeast, pretty much. And swing around flanking. I hit a guy a couple of times, but it's play. That was my last mag as well.
There somewhere. There's a guy definitely to the west on the hills. Bitches. Yeah, we're really fucked. We just got pinned down at the end. Oh, I'm gonna be wrecked now. They just RPG'd me some in bad way.
Trying to get into position. Worries too.
Yeah, I had another vehicle they're reinforcing. We're in trouble.
Got rid of the guy that kept on RPGing.
Good job, man. I'm nearly healed back up, but I don't know what to do because they're going to have this compound like zeroed.
Try and get out on foot, move towards me.
Yeah, we'll do.
Do we actually need to fucking take out anything?
If they're all dead, we should probably just get the fuck out. I'll see if I can check where the bodies were. If they're not there, then we should just go. The road. Need to check whether those bodies are still there.
So, can you hear me?
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yes, sir.
We are heading in with 2 armed Humvees. We are a bit far away, but I think 3 clicks out, and we can provide some support.
You know, got Humvees coming in. Also, there's someone literally on top of me.
Yeah, well, I literally went to just have a peek out the window at the top of this thing to see whether the guys were still down below, needed saving, and I just got shot in the head. So I might, if those reinforcements are coming in, I might just, if you're safe, I might just stay covered on the stairs.
I would. They're about 3 clicks out, he said.
Yeah, if they bring a Humvee, that'll get it pretty quickly.
Johnny, be advised, they're basically all around Luton's position and around me. I can actually hear a person.
Yeah, we are coming in. Don't fire on phone. We can get back there.
There you go. Yeah. Shot civilian.
I'm still up.
We're really fucking close, just get ready.
There's RP gunners around, Johnny.
Yeah, we're 20 seconds behind.
So, do you want me to hold or try and break out? Sorry, say again, they're blowing the shit out of Agden here.
Try and break out.
Copy that.
Johnny, be advised, there's people in the market underneath me to my south.
Yeah, just pray that extra canine.
Pushing towards Luton now.
I'm in.
One in. Sword bearer.
He's up the road here on the right.
You came in by that roadblock.
Yep, up here on the right.
Enemy Jeep, moved in, watch out.
Watch out for RPGs.
Come on.
Yeah, let's get in and get out of here. And just take this road up here to the northwest. Yeah, let's rock 'em up.
Okay, that's a bit of a dip. Okay,
Whoa.
go on, Johnny, give it
Get the
a
fuck
beat.
out of here.
Suppressive fire.
Yeah, I've got people down.
Yeah, good job. Ugh, I was horrible trying to get out of that tower. They were just, like, before I was on my way down, every time I medicked up, and then they RPG'd and flashbanged the shit out of it again. Yeah.
Yeah, that RPG from up the tower fucked us.
Yeah. That was music. I'm not sure whether I fully approved of that. But, he literally peeked over the top and was like, oh, there they are. Psh. I was like, okay. I did manage to... They had a 50 cal machine gun jeep on the ridge as I came out of the compound, so I did manage to put him down before I ran to you guys. So turn your volume up a bit on your local chat.
I still can't believe
There you
the
go.
postcode managed to blow me up again.
I know, like...
I would have been fine, but postcode just decided to say fire in the hole and I'm about 10 feet.
what was that with the placing charges next to you when you were in the market? Like, you guys actually did a really, really good job. Yeah, I saw, yeah. You guys were doing a really good job of clearing through just with that 4-man team there. I mean, you nearly sort of fully soloed that, not soloed, but solo teamed that compound, so it was going very well, and then it was just unfortunate. Music just turned everything around, but at least we managed to get out of there, so...
That's all that matters.
Yeah, you got it. It was good.